Check 1. Check 2. Let's do it. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to a beautiful roll out of bed edition of Hat Hole Home Video. I pretty much literally rolled out of bed. I did not set an alarm, and that was probably a mistake. I mean, we made it. That's all that matters. We made it. But yeah, I woke up and I thought I better look at the time. And I only woke up because a storm blew through. And I looked at the time and it was like 8:45, so good timing, Storm. Thank you very much. Fester's Quest, baby. This is a game that I played a lot of as a kid. I always had very fond memories of it. Good morning, Groovy. I always liked this game. I know I guess it's kind of got a mixed bag, or it's got a mixed reception. I don't know if I ever saw the Angry Video Game Nerd episode. I didn't. I'm sorry. I read your name, and you know how your brain just sees the human mind is just constantly trying to fill in the gaps. It's trying to quickly make sense of what it's seeing. And when my brain looked at your name, my brain was like, "Oh yeah, no big deal. I know what that says." And then it didn't think past that. So I apologize, Captain Pepinillo. It's going to take a while. See, my brain still thinks of it as Captain Filipino, which is embarrassing. But Captain Pepinillo. Captain Pepinillo. Captain Pepinillo. We're going to say it over and over again. Which, by the way, I'll wait till there's more people in the chat, but we got to show off your fan art. It's really incredible, and thank you very much for that. I don't know where my... There it is. I did no getting set up for the stream, so... See, I was and still am, but as a kid, I was a huge Addams Family fan. And we picked this game up, just the fact that it was Addams Family related, I'm sure I begged my parents to get it for me. And I always liked it. It's certainly not without its flaws, but you need to end with Filipino Joe to make it sound like Spanish, yeah. But yeah, I always really liked this game. I have a lot of fond memories of it. Let's see how loud the audio is. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. I was worried I was going to blow everybody's ear out. Did you watch the black and white TV version? Yes. That's what I grew up on. I think it played, early in the mornings. And I still maintain that the old Addams Family TV show is the best TV show ever made. It still holds up. I think it's still the funniest show ever on television. This is such a weird thing to have turned into a game. I just love it. So the first thing you got to do, we're going to do this for a little bit, is you have to get your gun upgraded. You have to do it. So we're going to hang out in this area and get gun power-ups. Black and white only makes sense for Addams Family. Yeah, that's true. It's a perfect show. See, now we're getting gun upgrades, but some of these guns suck. So we need to get all the way upgraded to the top gun. So we're going to be doing this for a little bit. Because, like, this gun, these sort of mid-tier guns are all fine and good, except when you get into tight spaces. Because, like, look at that spread. Now we're going to be getting into, like, some tight sewer corridors and stuff where this is just... these kinds of guns are just terrible to have. The top-tier gun is, you know, as good as it gets. You don't want the red. You don't want the red guns. You want blue guns. Blue is upgrade. Good morning, Melinda. Just got the notice. That's good. Nice to know YouTube is letting people know. They're not trying to keep me a secret. Oh, see, like, these guns are just terrible. Thankfully, we're getting gun power-ups pretty fast. So, just depending on luck of the draw, you can sit here and it can be a long time. Just by random chance. There's games where I've played this and I've, you know, been here for 10 minutes just trying to get the gun upgraded. So this is going pretty fast. I think we only have to get a couple more and we'll be fully upgraded. And it gives us a chance to get lots of money, lots of light bulbs, lots of all the good stuff. We'll be well kitted out. Oh, no. Nice try. See that? And then you have to get, like, just the right angle. These weapons all suck. How did the Choose Your Own Adventure go? I thought it was a lot of fun. I liked it a lot. I think the people that were here enjoyed it quite a bit, although I will tell you that, interestingly enough, the stream itself, everything seemed to go just great. Except, afterwards, I noticed I lost a large amount of subscribers. So apparently some of our, fair weather fans were not super excited about it, but everybody who's in the chat and talks and is engaged in the group, all I heard was positivity. So, but yeah, I lost. You know, it's not uncommon for after a stream to lose maybe 1 or 2 subscribers, and then they I gain those back by like the next day, kind of a thing. Which I always think is good, because it's, you know, if you're not interested, there's no reason to stick around. But, yeah, after the Choose Your Own Adventure one, I lost, like, 10 or 12, something like that. It was just a weirdly high amount. But yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun, ultimately. They left... well, and who knows? You know, I can never tell what's going on with YouTube. Sometimes I don't know if people are actually unsubscribing, or if YouTube is... because I know YouTube's getting ready to kind of change the way they display subscribers. They're not going to show specific subscriber amounts anymore. It's just going to show a rounded amount. Like, it won't say 1,054, it'll say 1K, and that's it. Like, no one will be allowed to see... You'll be able to see your own subscriber count, but publicly. So, who knows? Maybe it's just... YouTube might just kind of be cleaning out old, dead accounts, and who knows? Who knows why it would do that? Know that YouTube YouTube unsubscribes people who didn't intend. Yeah, that is a thing. And it could be, too, that they're just scrubbing old dead accounts and things like that. Who knows? Who knows? But long story short, after a lengthy, patented Brian ramble, long story short, I had a lot of fun with the Choose Your Own Adventure stream, and I think most of the people were having a good time with it, so. Good morning, Roddy. Alright, we need one more gun upgrade, and then we are good to go. And by the way, take a moment, once I kill these frogs, just take in the music, the sound effect, the sound design of Fester's Quest is kind of my favorite part. I mean, it's a good game. It's a game that I really like, but I love the music. I love and the sound effects, and just there's so much going on in this game that I think was done very well. Plenty of the game is nonsensical to a lot of people. So I'm not saying it's a perfect game, but it's a game that I really enjoyed as a kid. I don't remember if I ever beat it. One more blue gun. We don't want the red guns, we want the blue guns. Whips don't help us. Eventually we will get upgraded to a whip. But until such time, it is not doing us much good. Oh, come on. One more. Now is when it's gonna not show up for a while, because it knows we want it. So let me ask you guys something, since we're killing time. Last night I watched a movie. It's a pretty new movie, just in the last few years, called Willow Creek. And it's like a Blair Witch Project found footage movie, but it's about a couple that goes out into the woods searching for Bigfoot. And, oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, this is top-tier weapon. Beautiful. We're going to be basically unstoppable now. But yeah, has anybody watched Willow Creek? It's from, like, I think one place online I saw said it was from 2013, and then one place said it was from 2016, so there's probably different times it got distribution or released or something, but so it must have been made in 2012, 2013. Come on. There's a million of these guys. Finally. It was worth. It's on Amazon Prime, is where we watched it. And I enjoyed it. It was not amazing or anything, but it did have a few scenes in it that I thought were really messed up. Not messed up, but very intense. Yeah, Willow Creek. The logo for the movie is like the shape of like a Bigfoot footprint, and then but the toes are like people, like silhouettes of people. I think it's worth watching, and it's short. It's only like an hour and some. You saw the new Child's Play. You loved it. You know, I gotta say, I've been hearing. You know, I'm gonna be resisting that movie, but like it's gonna be really hard for me to allow myself to kind of get into it. But it looks not it looks because to me it doesn't look great, but a lot of people have been saying they liked it quite a bit. So I know someday I will watch it, and someday, like when that day comes, I'll probably enjoy it. But I have a really hard time getting past how unappealing the doll is. Like, the one thing that you have to get right in a Child's Play movie is the design of the doll, and I don't know. I'm just not impressed. How do we go into the house? Oh yeah, I need to use a key. Pugsley gives you TNT. Thank you, Pugsley. You're a good kid. So what do we got? We got 8 bulbs, 42 money. See, this is another great thing about just farming for gun upgrades at the very beginning of the game, because now we have a lot of equipment, and that helps a lot. It was me and my girlfriend and one other person in the theater. Plot not amazing, but the kill scenes are dope. That's what I've heard. I've heard the gore and the kills are way over the top. You get used to the doll after a bit and become super creepy. Eventually, I will see it. I have no doubt, because I'm a big Aubrey Plaza fan, and I'm very curious about the movie. So, you know, I always knew I was never gonna be like I was just never gonna watch it. But it's good to hear from people whose movie opinion I do respect and kind of have a gauge on. That they liked it. Stupid aliens. Oh my god. Well, we can't get... Can I get a light bulb? Just gotta be very careful to not touch one of the gun downgrades. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I really don't remember where I'm supposed to go and what I'm supposed to do. So, we're gonna have a little fun. We're not gonna necessarily be taking the straightest path to victory here. But I seem to remember the game does a pretty good job of sort of leading you to where you need to go. It's sort of an open world, but there is sort of it does sort of lead you down a certain direction. I think. That's my memory of it. And by the way, this was made by Sunsoft. Who made Gremlins 2 for NES. So you'll notice some of the sound effects are the same, and specifically the rats in the sewer, I'm pretty sure are the exact same rats that were running around in Gremlins 2. So I always thought that was funny. Good lord. Doom, 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 doom. Get out of here, frogs. You dirty little frogs, get out of here. Don't do it. Oh, nice try, buddy. See, if we didn't have our top tier gun upgrade, these guys take forever to kill. So all of this stuff, we're just cutting through this like a knife. And it is a much bigger challenge if you don't just farm for the Top Gun right away. Not Tom Cruise. Not Val Kilmer. I'm talking about the weapon we're using. Fester, yeah, he does look like Paulie from Darkman, you're right. Come on. Why won't you just die? There we go. We got money and light bulbs, all of our favorite things. Oh my god, he really does look like Paulie. That guy was in Barbed Wire, too. I always remember him from Barbed Wire. I think, God, I can't remember his line, but he has a line that I think it's in the trailer. And I think one of the times she says, "Don't call me babe," I think might have been to him. I don't remember. Oh, look at this. What a mess. Oh, he passed away. That's too bad. Yeah, he was one of those good actors that shows up in a million things. Good God. The slime just keeps sliming. There we go. Oh, I probably should have just tried to slip by and not kill it. Oh, now we gotta wait for the gun downgrade to disappear. Do-doom. Doom. Do-doom. See, I always remember, especially in these pipes, some of those mid-tier weapons, like, straight up just don't, like, you can't fire them in here, because they spin, so they just hit the edge of the sewer pipe, and there's just nothing you can do. Oh, we made it. Oh, these guys suck. Yep. Oh, even with a top-tier weapon, those guys still suck. Not necessarily super Addams Family. The music doesn't scream Addams Family, but it's still great music. Key. Thing gives you potions. Thanks, Thing. Thank you, Thing. Oh my god, these guys are... Come on, jeez. I can't let them push me back like that. Oh god, and we got these guys. We're doing it. I always thought this was... Once again, it's like... I don't know if this was developed as an Addams Family game, because, like, none of this stuff screams Addams Family. But this part of the game always blew my mind. Back in the NES days, like, a first-person perspective moving around a building like this. I don't remember where we're going in here. Not that way. Okay, there's a door. Does this just go back outside? It does. Let's try that again. Oh, that's it? Okay, well that's it for this building. But it taught us a game mechanic. That's how a game teaches you what to do without holding your hand. It gave us a simple area to explore and understand the first-person mechanics. Oh my god, these guys. We're just gonna run. There was another office building. Oh no, okay. Woo! It was just the whip. Just the whip. Oh my god, too many. Oh god, they're just not gonna stop. They're just not gonna stop. I want to see if I can go to this other office building. Oh no. I don't think I can. No, because... Oh, you mother... Oh, crap. Shoot, we don't have any vice grips. Vice grips, I think, are the thing that speed me up. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. No, no, no. They're just gonna kill me. They're just gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me. Do you think they just used the Addams Family title because it could sell better? Probably. They probably just figured, let's tie it into something. Because, I mean, the interesting thing about this game is it's not like... It's not overtly Addams Family. Fester's Quest. Like, if you don't know the Addams Family, you wouldn't necessarily think anything of it. Okay, thank God. We still got our good gun. So they probably did tie it into something to help with some of the name recognition, but they probably also chose a property that was old, that was probably cheap to license, because I feel like this was before... this would have been before the movie came out. So Addams Family wasn't necessarily like a hot commodity at the time. But I'm sure they just figured it was better than just being, Reggie's Quest or something. Like, put some kind of property onto it. We didn't even go down this way last time, did we? Oh, it's a dead end. Oh my god. All that work, we're gonna have to fight our way back out, right? Because everything respawns. Everything respawns. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna try to get out of here. Oh, you know what we need? We need a hot dog right there. Oh God. Scares the crap out of me. Nope. Let's get over to the money. Buy the money, hot dogs. That blue frog was gaining on... Yeah, it was. It was hot on my heels for a while there. think. Key. Oh yeah, we gotta go up. Where was the sewer entrance? It was down by the house, right? Money. I don't think I've ever played this one before, but I remember being frustrated with the Addams. Yeah, I don't know if I played the Addams Family on the NES, but I know I played a couple of the Super Nintendo. Oh, that's where it is. We should have gone down to this house, too. I know on the Super Nintendo there were a couple different Addams Family games, and I remember being pretty frustrated with those. There we go. Wednesday gives you vice grips. So now, vice grips are when an enemy causes us to slow down. We can use the vice grips to speed us back up. They're like a boost kind of a thing. Oop. There we go. The game I remember getting the most frustrated with is the Barbie NES game. I still need to try and track down a copy. I used to have it, but it disappeared. Oh, it just sounds like a nightmare. Yeah, man. I'm gonna try to we'll just Texas two-step past you. I just now got the alert for the live stream. Really? That's a bummer. Yeah, we've been... Yeah, half hour is kind of late. It is funny, though, the way some notifications... Because I'll get... I'll see that there's, a comment or something on a video, and I'll answer it. I'll reply to it or like it, or I'll have just seen it and responded to it in some way, and then it'll be like 15 minutes later, I'll get a notification on my phone saying, "Oh, there was a comment," and it's like, yeah, I saw it a million years ago, phone. Like, why are you telling me now? Oh, come on. That's bunk. But thankfully, we have vice grips. Okay. Nope. You're not gonna hit me with your tongue. Get through all this again. Barbie NES game is like over $20 now. Ugh. I feel like that's a game, though. That's a game you keep your eyes peeled at some of the thrift stores. For me, places like Half Price Books. That's the kind of thing that they would... Because here's what Half Price Books does. And I got a bunch of stuff to show on Wednesday on our thrifting video. Because what happens at Half Price Books is they'll look on eBay and they'll look on stuff and they'll put, they'll see like, oh, Barbie game, $20. And they'll put $20 on it. And nobody will buy it because nobody's going to buy it for $20. So then it just sits there and it sits there. And then eventually you come in and it's in the clearance for $1. And that's when I strike. I did that with a bunch of... Well, I won't spoil it. But you'll see on Wednesday. I did that with quite a few old school video games. And I'm talking even older school than NES. Some stuff that I'm very, very excited to have picked up. The background music reminds me of the cave levels from Star Wars. Man, I don't remember. I can visualize, because I think that's a game, I don't think I played it, but I think I watched I either watched the Angry Video Game Nerd, I watched somebody on YouTube play that game. Maybe it was GameSack or Game Grumps, I don't remember. But I definitely watched somebody play that game. And I can visualize the cave level that you're talking about. Oh, nice. Melinda will actually get to hang out, fully devote herself to a Wednesday night live stream. You don't get that very often, so I got news for you. I have so much stuff. We're not going to do... It's going to be a little different because I really haven't found a whole lot of things to film. You know, usually it's like I film a bunch of kind of interesting things when I'm out thrifting, and then we kind of, you know, I show off the stuff that I've picked up. Well, this month has been super imbalanced, and I really haven't filmed a whole lot of stuff, but I have picked up way more stuff than normal. Lots of VHS tapes, and I should point out, not even just me picking up stuff, but people, you know, it's one of those things where friends and friends of friends go like, oh, you like collect VHS tapes? Well, I have a bunch of VHS tapes that I've been on the verge of throwing out for a long time. Here, you can have them. So not only have I just happened to find a lot more stuff than normal, I've had at least a couple people just give me bags full of VHS tapes. My parents have been doing a lot of spring cleaning, and they found boxes of my old toys from the 80s they brought over just last night, and I was like, oh my god, I'm going to have to show a bunch of this stuff off. So it is going to be... It's going to be light on sort of the... No! Never again. It's going to be light on the vlogging side, but I've got so much stuff to go through. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully it's a lot of fun for you guys. Oh my god, we're backed into a corner. We are dead. Please. Please. No. Oh my god. Oh, my thumb. You have the 4th off, so you can stay up Wednesday night. Oh, hell yeah. July 3rd is going to be a live stream to remember here at Pat Hole Home Video. All of our peeps are going to be in the house, although, I mean, some of you probably want to go on vacation, and I understand that. We need that hot dog. Here's the problem. We need those hot dogs. So, I couldn't just outrun the frogs. Because we need to hit this up. Boom. Full health. In your own experience, hand-me-down VHS collections are either complete crap. True. And what I've seen, I really didn't dig through much of anything, but I can tell you right on top, there was some good stuff. Some stuff that made me optimistic. God, these pink ones are just the worst. I can't even imagine, like, you just can't, there's just no way to do anything with them. If you didn't have the top tier gun, I can't imagine, like, you would have to run away always. Do. You know, there's actually an Adams. Yes, I did. I think we were. I think that was one of the frustrating. That was one of the frustrating Super Nintendo games I think it, and I think that one is the one that came out on NES and SNES, but I only ever played it on the SNES. But yeah, I remember, I loved the graphics. I thought it had great graphics. But I remember being very frustrated with it. They're creepy and they're spooky, mysterious, and ooky. What is it? Spooky? Is it ooky and then spooky? They're all... I don't remember. Somebody pull up the lyrics, please, for the Addams Family theme song. I can't remember if it's... They're creepy and they're spooky, mysterious, and spooky? I can't remember when it says spooky. Ooh, that rat got by me. You're a resourceful rat. I let you live. I didn't, though. I killed him. Oh, God, I forgot about them. Alright, come on. Come on. They're creepy and they're kooky. Mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky. That's what it is. Thank you, Beck. Kooky. I forgot kooky. Oh my god. I think that slime was the longest slime. The Addams Family started when Uncle Fester farted. Oh wait, that's from the schoolyard. I've never heard that. No, can't risk it. I wanted to get that sweet, sweet money, but I couldn't risk getting that close to, Oh, God, these pink ones are the worst! Oh, no, they're just gonna keep coming. Morticia and Gomez are couple goals. You could not be more correct. And I want to point that out, because I cannot stand when people post, like, pictures of Harley Quinn and the Joker, and they're like, couple goals. It's like, there is nothing to aspire to in that, like, that sick, psychotic, broken relationship. It's not even a relationship. It is someone emotionally and physically abusing and destroying another person. Yes, Harley has Stockholm Syndrome. And there's all these people online that are like, that romanticize the Joker and Harley Quinn. And it drives me nuts. And Morticia and Gomez are true couple goals. They are equals. They are, you know, they're just, you know, it's true though. I don't even know how to exactly put it into words. Would you want to see Monica Bellucci? Was she the one that was in, like, the second Matrix movie? Yeah, no, Roddy, you're right. It's that old Onion joke of man who It's like man who. God, wow, what's the joke? It's basically like the joke is that if in romantic comedies all the behavior of the man, usually, trying to get this girl to like him, all these movies, like, if you did any of that stuff in real life, you would go to prison because you are a crazy stalker. And I kind of think that's, you see a lot of that. You see a lot of people are like, you can have a fantasy. Oh my God. You can have you can fantasize about shit. This is tough. Oh, this is gonna be hard. But it pretty much boils down to, that we sort of, especially I think in America, I think there are other, like, people talk about Japan and like how pervy they are, and like, because anime is so pervy and all this stuff is so pervy over there. And I don't disagree that it's pervy, but the point is I think for the most part, they're a culture that very, very strictly separates fantasy from reality. And the reason the fantasy side of their lives have gotten so weird is because they have drawn that very, very clear line that this is fantasy, and it doesn't come into our real life. But Americans are kind of like, a lot of Americans, will watch porn, and then they will go like, well, I want to do that. Like, I want that. I fantasize about it, but I want to make my fantasies a reality. So as like the porn they watch gets weirder, what they want in their real private life can get weirder. And I think it's no different than, with kind of romantic comedy behavior. You start seeing these things and you fantasize about these things in like Harlequin romance novels where, like, a man takes you, and, there's all this weird, there's a lot of weird scenarios. And I think we are really bad at separating the fantasy of those scenarios with the real world, and we think that behavior we can bring it into our real life, and generally we really shouldn't. And I think plenty of people do, and plenty of people find other people that want to do that as well. But I kind of it is what it is. I'm not going to tell anybody how to live their life. And especially if you find that person that has those same thoughts and, sort of wants that same thing, as long as that's what you both want. Sorry, that was a weird rant. Ugh. Yeah, that's definitely a piece of it, is sort of the suppression. And again, I think that's it's with a lot of things in society. The hardest, the just saying this is wrong, this is immoral, this is perverse or whatever, and then just saying no, never explore it, that leads a lot of people to bottle things up, or not even just bottle things up, but keep things a secret, and when they keep things a secret, it kind of can become something worse, you know. Have you played Super? I think I did at one time. I don't remember. I would have to look through my N64 games. Don't have up here. But I swear I have played. I think I might have Superman 64. I haven't played it much. But yeah, ultimately, long story short, Morticia and Gomez, well, although they might in the real world be considered, you know, you know what, they don't even, I mean, I guess they do some things, like they blow off high explosives in the backyard and things like that, so that's not necessarily behavior to emulate when you live in the city, but the fact that they are equals, I think, is kind of the most important thing in their relationship. You know, she's not an object to be chased, and he, you know, I think their dynamic is just great, and she's sort of the level-headed one. He is the more childish of the two. So she is kind of the voice of reason, but she's also kind of just as silly as him. So yeah, they really do make just kind of the perfect couple. It was based, I guess I didn't know that for a fact, that it was based on the 90s animated series, but I probably just assumed it was, just based on the art on the cartridge, the cover art, because that's very obviously Superman from the animated series, from the 90s animated series. A lot of gun downgrades. The game really wants us to accidentally grab one of those. We're creepy, they're creepy, and they're kooky. Mysterious and spooky. And by the way, like, the TV show was, and still is probably, the most creative TV show of all time. But I do have to give props to the Addams Family movie, and again, I think underappreciated. Addams Family Values, I think, is an incredibly funny movie. I think it is, in some ways, I think you could make the argument that it's better than the first movie. Oh god, these guys are the worst. Yes, they're a very I mean, they're like a very fun, silly, G-rated, maybe PG-rated, Sick and Twisted, you know. It's all done, you know, I think the key with the Addams Family is everything about them is done out of a place of joy. Oh my god. We are having so much trouble with just that spot. And now we need a hot dog stand. And now I need a hot dog stand. I say that all, you know, I say that in my real life all the time. And now I need a hot dog stand. Daryl, yeah, no. Daryl Hannah was Morticia in a different Addams Family movie. That was like Addams Family Vacation or something. I've only caught bits of that one. Addams Family Values still had Raul Julia. It still had the cast from the the first '90s Addams Family movie. Everybody came back. Wait a minute. Does potions heal me? It does. We got potions, baby. Should have bought more potions. Invisible potions. All right. Thank you, thing. But Addams Family values... You were more of a Munsters fan? Oh, boy. We'll unpack that. But I wanted to say, because I don't remember if I actually finished my thought, but the most important thing about Addams Family was that even the sick and twisted aspect of them was all approached from like a place of love and joy and accepting, and they always want, you know, they were never like didn't want they were always very accepting of other people. They always wanted to sort of like include other people in their madness and, you know, what it is to be an Addams. And I just think that's a big component of it, is how open and accepting and joyous and, you know, filled with, you know, it all came from that sort of place of joy. Oh god, we're gonna have those friggin' ball monsters again. Raul Julia was, you know, what's sad is, hold on. You're more of a Munsters fan, but Gomez and Morticia were definitely the better couple. Munsters was oddly typical in sitcom tropes. That's very true. The Munsters was like a very generic sitcom, but it just happened to be like starring a monster family. And I think I always thought the writing on the Addams Family was incredibly, had a very sharp wit and was very clever. And again, I think it still holds up. I still watch. I have all the Addams Family on DVD, and I don't know if it's on like Netflix or anything, but I still watch it pretty regularly, and it is still just it is still. You could put it on today, and I would think it was probably the best written TV show on television currently, up against current shows. And by the way, Billy, Raul Julia was a very good M. Bison, and it's too bad he was sick at the time, because I think him physically having been so thin and less imposing, you know, when you kind of picture Raul Julia in the Addams Family days when he had more meat on his bones and he was physically a more imposing person, that would have been a pitch perfect M. Bison. It's just sad sad that he got sick. Not the franchises as a whole, just between the original sitcoms. And it really mostly as a kid, you adored Fred Gwynne. Well, yeah, Fred Gwynne, he was one of those incredibly charming actors. Alright, we're gonna have to fight this thing again. Well, now we know we have potions, so that's important. Of course, now I don't remember where to go. I heard he was a gem during Street Fighter, even though he was... Yeah, well, of course, Van Damme was a piece of shit. He always has been. Yeah, everything I ever heard about Raul Julia was that he was just an incredibly nice guy. And that's and I mean, Sad to say, that always seems to be the case, huh? It's always the nice guys. All right, I think this was the door. Well, he definitely had a stunt double for parts of Street Fighter. Like, I don't think he really did much fighting or anything like that. Yeah. No. Come on. We got a system. We're gonna do... No! Leave me alone. How is he not dead? Oh my god. Whoo! This guy can take a beating. Come on. Oh no. No. Oh god. Oof. Stick around for this fight and then go. Sounds good. Got... Oh, laundry. It is Sunday. So is your move all done? Are you all moved in? Come on. Be dead. Is there something else I'm supposed to be doing in this fight? Because I feel like... I can't tell if we're actually, like, making any progress here. Oh, wait. TNT? Should I use TNT? I don't know if that was, I don't know if what we were doing was correct, and it just would have taken a little while. Whew. Okay, well, before Beck goes... Oh, look it, we're opening up a clue. I do not remember that. Before Beck goes, we're going to do a couple things. One, first and foremost, I really want to show off a little bit of fan art. We showed last time Captain Pepinillo, who is in the chat right now. Give him a ton of love, because this guy, after our Cool World stream, and he's obviously a very talented artist. Here's his Frankenhooker, super cool. He did a little bit of fan art for the channel based on how well our Cool World live stream went, and I think it's incredibly cool, incredibly awesome of him to take that time to do that. Super, super awesome. So everybody give it up for him, and also you can see here DBUZETTA on Instagram. Definitely follow him if you like super cool art. I don't know if you like super cool art or not, but super, super awesome, and I appreciate it more than I can say. Super, super cool. And, of course, tonight's thrifting live... Dang it, I read it wrong. Tonight's live stream, as well as all the live streams and videos here on Hat Hole Home Video, are fueled by the best patrons a fella could ask for. Old Man Gamer, 8-Bit Beck, Derek, Melinda, Chad, and Slevin. Thank you so much. If you like what you see, please consider going to patreon.com/HatHoleHomeVideo and becoming a patron yourself. help build a friendly, welcoming place where mostly we just hang out and talk about old horror movies, video games, and how much we miss the video store. Thank you guys so much, so much. I appreciate it. Beck, if you want to bounce and go do some laundry, now is the time. And you are all moved in, but you're still figuring out where everything goes. Yeah, I mean, that takes a while. I mean, I've lived in this house for 7 years, and I feel like I'm still constantly trying to figure out where stuff goes. But thank you. Do you remember Frankenhooker's VHS box? You pushed the button and said, want a date? Yes, I do remember that. I don't have one, but I have occasionally seen them around in other people's collections. Whew. Okay. So yes, thank you, legitimately thank you to all the patrons, and obviously those guys are going above and beyond doing something they do not need to do, but because I just want to always say thank you to everybody who's here and who's engaged, and all of it means the world to me. But obviously those patrons are people who can throw a couple bucks towards the channel, and I do really appreciate it. Beautiful. We're making progress, people. We beat the thing, whatever the thing is. Did someone say, woohoo, first boss dead? That's right. I'm a little worried that next boss we go up against, we're not gonna be as successful. Because that's the only boss I remember, this first one. At this point, we're hitting that point where we're past things that I actually have memory of. How do you know what Ryan's feet look like, though? That's a good question. He might be, you know, I'm sure there's dark web access to this webcam, you know? So you've probably seen me lounging on the couch. I can only assume, or he just drew a generic foot. But I mean, what are the odds of that? And by the way, it's Brian with an I. I'll excuse the mistake this time, but we have a Brian with a Y in the chat, but we are two different people, and there's only room for one Brian with an I and one Brian with a Y in the chat at any given time. Uh-oh, here they come. They look like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, almost. Those ball things. There he is. Yeah, I knew Brian with a Y was... Well, I of course I knew, because you already were talking in the chat. Oh my god. An endless stream. Okay. That's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Oh my god. I get the feeling that was like a... It's no big deal. Like, I mean, you gotta spell it one way or the other. But I just want it cleared up, you know? Because I forget, I don't really, like, display my name anywhere, so it's like, how would people know? Got to see a screening of Airheads last night. Well, that is pretty wild. Where were they doing that? Music Box Theater in Chicago. Oh, that makes sense. You're in Chicago, so you're kind of at the you're in a cultural hub, so I'm sure there's always plenty of things going on. But yeah, that's super cool. Oh my god. What do we do? Oh, whew! We're gonna drink a potion. I am very scared for how the rest of this game is gonna go. I do not remember those guys. Oh, for crying out loud. Leave me alone! Do-do-do-do-do. How often do you think he gets, oh my god, I loved Hudson Hawk? How often do you think he gets that in a day? Probably not very often. So you were he will probably remember you. Huh, that's cool. Yeah, Hudson Hawk was not really, I don't think it set the world on fire when it came out, so it's always nice, I think, for guys after the fact, you know, actors and filmmakers, to at least down the road kind of just, you know, for people to discover something and... Oh, a hole in the dock, eh? Oh, Morticia gives you a whip! We have the whip now. What in God's name is that? Oh. So they can hurt me through the wall. I can hurt them through the wall, but they can hurt me through the wall. The gun is... Our top tier gun is still stronger. Oh my god. And we're gonna have to burn another potion. We're running out of potions, people. We should have bought a ton. But we didn't know. Now we need to... Maybe we should stay down here and farm some whip upgrades. That was the closing movie for Cinepocalypse Festival at Music Box. I went opening night, which was Viratica? I don't know if I know what Viratica is. That whip is not good. No, it is not. We're gonna have to get, we'll stick with the gun until we get a bunch of whip upgrades. Like erotica, that movie might be anew the room. Oh boy. Come on, give me some whips. No, give me blue whips. I should have specified. This might be a good spot to farm for a little bit, because I think we want to get this whip upgraded. Whip it good. Well, right now we're whipping it not so good. Oh, come on. Okay, we gotta swoop in right as that gun goes away. We got it. Back off, dudes. My dudes. Those guys, but uh-oh, we're gonna get surrounded. Maybe we just want to go. I don't like those weird spawn points where with those ball dudes. I don't trust it. What are you saying? Oops, I thought the messages were sent. Hat hole whores. I think I'm developing a foot fetish recently. So it was an easy job to recreate. Oh boy. Well, for me, all you really have to do... This game is kind of Zelda-ish, a little bit. It definitely has some similar elements. Not executed as well, but definitely some similar elements. Well, I'm gonna tell you, for all future fan art, if you're in a position where you need to draw my feet, all you need to do is draw like Frodo Baggins' Hobbit feet. They're big, they're gorilla-like, they have hairy toe knuckles, they're hideous. They're gross. No one should ever see them. It's a horror show. It's a horror... That's my Don Knotts. It's a horror show. Oh. I don't even know. I get so turned around in these things. Oh my god! Oh, I can't outrun him. What do you keep... you can't even outrun the dude. He was just on us the whole time. Oh my god. I guess we have those invisibility potions. Oh, you know what we're gonna do though? We are gonna buy so many potions right now. Oh, but we do have the... Oh, you know what we can do now? We can farm... the whip. So we are going to farm the whip. And we got enough time. We're going to farm the whip. We're going to buy a ton of potions. And then we are going to olay the day. The shooting is satisfying. And I'll say this too, I think the frame rate, like the frame rate doesn't entirely translate on stream. So when you play this game for real, there's visually the shots a little more interesting. It's more like a wall of shots. Come on, baby. Oop, let's try... We're on... Oh, look at that. Boom. Oh, beautiful. Alright, this whip's already starting to be pretty sweet, so we get this upgraded. I think we're gonna be sitting pretty. All these little pink bastards. Yeah, that killed it pretty quick. We just gotta get this upgraded. And I think it'll actually time well. We'll probably get out of here in about 40 minutes, so we'll get super kitted out, and we'll make one last badass run through the game. Hopefully we'll make it back to that second boss. Farm the Whip sounds like some kind of esoteric band. Farm the Whip. It does. Oh my god! I didn't know Unbelievable. I didn't know I couldn't whip. I didn't know whipping would actually pick up an item. Well, now I'm mad. And y'all are gonna pay. Farming is getting a little slow. I don't like that. The game's definitely getting a little less generous with its drops right now. It's getting a little stingy. Which I'm not... Which, I mean, that is how this game works. We actually got kind of lucky at the very beginning when we farmed up our gun. We farmed that up way faster than normal, so I guess I can't complain too much. Crack that whip! We might just want to... We won't farm it up all the way. We'll probably just get maybe 2 more upgrades and then start moving. There we go. Because we can farm as we go, too. But I definitely want to get one level, at least one level over what our current whip now is. I don't remember if the whip has as many... Yeah, I think if we get one more whip, that is the max. I think the whip maxes out at 4 upgrades. Damn. Thought for sure it would be in there. There it is. Oh, it's beautiful. That's the only thing that sucks about it, is you have to kind of be angled just right. So if I'm like here, no, I caught that, but you got to watch your angle. Whereas the gun is like a nice spread. Ah! We're going back to the gun. I gotta use a vice grip to speed myself back up. We're just gonna play it safe with the gun, but I think the whip is really gonna help us with that first boss. Because I mean, we shot that dude forever. TNT, yeah, we definitely want TNT. How many we got now? 30? Is that the max? Let's find out. Yep. Okay, we're maxed on TNT. Got more vice grips. Thank you. Thank you, Wednesday. 10 must be the max for vice grips. God, hopefully we can have more than 5 potions. Now I'm questioning it a little bit. Do-do-doom. Doom. Do-do-doom. More. Oh, come on. Move. Let's try whipping. Oh, much better. So I don't think they I think, like, you deal enough damage to them, they don't multiply. Those guys suck. Do. Okay. Sorry, we've been through this specific sewer like 5 times now. Okay. See, this is... I can't even get him. There are definitely disadvantages to the whip. You see, it kills that green frog in like 2 hits. You just gotta get stuff angled up right. Yeah, so it maxes out at 4. Kind of putting my game face on a little bit right now, not gonna lie. I want to impress you guys. I want you to, when you like go about your day today, I want you to be telling people, oh man, you would not believe I was watching this guy on the internet and he was just crushing Fester's Quest. Like there was no stopping this guy. Oh. Very nice. These kind of games always bother you when I see a bunch of enemies and hope there's a jump button. Yeah. No, you ain't. I mean, sometimes you can just kind of... Oh, come on! Alright, I hate the whip. Where's a hot dog stand? I mean, I guess I'm going to be buying potions. Thank you, thing. Okay, so you do max out. Unfortunately, you do max out at 5. What would it take to get you to do a 2-hour live stream of Dance Aerobics NES with the power pad? You know, that's a good question. Maybe we can talk about setting up a Patreon goal of some sort. Because I do have a power pad. So it is a possibility. Go away. Go away, Stain. Alright, we're gonna have to, wait, that was... Yeah, we don't need to go in this building. But I am, you know, I am a pretty shameless person as far as what I will do to entertain people, so, I mean, I am not opposed to silly things like that. That would be so awesome. I have never seen anybody play the game, and it's super cheap and oddly rare. Really? I'll have to look at it. I can't say I've ever seen the game. But I mean, it's got to be good. It's an aerobics game on the NES. I mean, it has to be good. No! Oh yeah, if I was gonna do such a thing, I would definitely have to go full dressed as Blanca. No, I would have to go full. People have already seen me dressed as Blanca. I would go full 80s aerobic outfit, short shorts, knee-high socks with the, oh god, you know, and then like the 70s sweatbands and, you know, a t-shirt that says like hang loose or something like that. Leg warmers. Oh my god, I would be dead from heat exhaustion after like 10 minutes. Physically moving around and loaded up with workout gear, I would, oh my god. I guess it would be a fun stream to watch. I'll never forget, God, Pre-Rec, which is some of the guys from Red Letter Media. If you don't know, a couple of the guys from Red Letter Media used to do a gaming live stream on Twitch a couple nights a week. They don't do it anymore, unfortunately. But there was an episode where somebody said in chat, you know, like, how much would it cost us? Like, how much money would it take for you to... 80s workout gear is damn sexy to me on the ladies. Yes. I am not going to argue with that. But somebody threw out, like, how much money would it cost for you to dress in full clown regalia and not speak for the entirety of the stream. So to sit silently in full clown gear for the entirety of one stream. And I don't remember how much money they said. They were like $1,000, and they instantly got $1,000 in donations. So after that they said, we will not entertain these sorts of notions anymore, but I just remember how funny it was. Just him sitting as like a disinterested clown for an entire live stream silently. I need the addition of rollerblades, aviator sunglasses, and nunchucks tucked into your waistband. Are you describing the dude from Ghost World? 'Cause it sounds like the dude from Ghost World. Oh my god, we've blown through our potions. Hopefully we can find a new potion. And I got a potion guy. Don't worry about it, I got a potion guy. Okay, I think this is the first boss. Yeah, I miss prereq streams. They were like my place I would go on and you know, a lot of times I couldn't watch them live, but I watched them recorded frequently. And yeah, they were some of my favorite, just chill, sitting back, watching someone play games kind of streams, very laid back. That person and I are very different people. They wouldn't entertain that notion after that. That's why your channel would be, that's what your channel would be if people would pay you money to do such things. Yeah, I don't disagree. Ghost World had a crush on Thora Birch as Enid, geeky and sarcastic. How not to love her? Yes, I agree. I had a big crush on her when that movie came out as well. And kind of still do. She's, you know. Oh, I don't need to fight the dude. So I don't need to fight anybody that I've already beaten. Excellent. Now we know. The more you know. I guess we might as well farm these guys. When we can. Not that we can... Oh, shit. I accidentally grabbed a gun downgrade. That's not good. Thora Birch, star of Dungeons and Dragons? I mean, yeah, the greatest movie ever made. The greatest Jeremy Irons performance of all time. Tweeted a picture of it to my most recent tweet. Ooh, look at that. Dance aerobics. Can you see it? Yeah, you can't see it. You guys can't see it. But, oh my god. I got distracted by my phone. Classic, got distracted by my phone. Distracted driving right there. It's alright. We'll survive. Groovy, distracting me. I will have to pick that game up. If nothing else, it deserves to be in the collection. Come on, give me a gun upgrade. You took it away, give it back. I mean, thankfully this gun is still pretty good comparatively to all the other guns. Oh no. It's not terrible, so we're not, like, completely screwed or anything. And sooner or later, there'll be a gun upgrade. There, you know, that's just how it works. Ding. You know, I watched Dungeons and Dragons not too long ago, and It's... There are things about it that are very likable. It's not a good movie, but I saw it in the theater, so I also have... I saw it in the theater with a friend who was super into Dungeons & Dragons, and it was like a huge deal for him that they were making a Dungeons & Dragons movie, and so I mean, I have like very fond memories associated with it, but watching it recently, there are things about it's like it's almost a good movie. There's bits and pieces here and there where I'm like, I kind of like this, and then and then it starts showing its ugly colors. Describing this 20-something you knew from your neighborhood that was when you were a kid. That sounds... I mean, she sounds very much like the dude from Ghost World that's in the convenience store parking lot. So, I don't know. She was probably the coolest person in your neighborhood. Oh, come on! I'm so stupid! I should have used a potion. I knew that I had lost a little life, and I thought, don't worry about it, you'll hit a hot dog stand. Center yourself. Everything's fine. Okay. Should we just sit? I mean, we got 15 minutes. Should we just sit on this screen for 15 minutes? Well, here you can see the intro again. I do love this intro. But we'll play some more. Oh my God. They're taking the people. Let's go. Saddle up, boys and girls, and anyone in between or outside. Saddle up. 'Cause we got some aliens to kill. If they made... Has anybody... Search YouTube real quick. Has anybody made like a fan film of Fester's Quest? Because I'm thinking Fester's Quest would be an awesome movie. You also had a homeless guy that looked like George Clinton. And had a blinged out shopping cart? Hell yeah. I live in like the boonies of the Twin Cities in Minnesota. So basically, if you were gonna try to say who like people look like as far as celebrities go, everybody kind of just looks like Bill Murray's brothers. If you know what they look like, that's like what all people look like out here. I do need that gun upgrade. Give me a blue gun. Doom. Do-do-doom. Doom. See, that sucks. See how it, you have to get just right in the hallway. And that's the problem with pretty much all the guns in this game, is you have to be, just right. can't even hit him. I think I can get by him, though. I'm really making this harder for myself. Oh, come on. There. At least that was just a vice grip. Just needed a vice grip. Didn't hurt our health. We're just gonna not talk to him. We do not talk to strangers, sir. Do-do-do-doom. The only thing that sucks with these guys is they, oh. Ah, crap. You know what's happening? We're getting that same problem. I might have to get a different, NES emulator, because this one's been having problems with the refresh rate. And weird things start happening where, like, I can't... if something's flashing... Alright, so you gotta get back to work, take care. Thanks for swinging through, Brian, with a Y. Always happy to have you here. But it does weird things with the refresh rate, where if something's blinking, sometimes I can't see it. Because it's, like, blinking at the same... It's, like, blinking opposite the refresh rate. It's weird. I might have to look... I like this emulator, but I might have to look into a different one. No, I did it again! Why am I so dumb all the time? Well... So many rats. I mean, why would I want my weapons fully upgraded? You know, where's the sport in that? Oh my god. We gon' die. Gotta have money selected, because the game can't just understand that, yes, you're gonna spend money. Beautiful. Get away from me, sir. The other thing that sucks is the fact that the whip, it won't hit these guys when they're jumping through the air. So if you get kind of on the wrong rhythm... No, I did it again! And I knew I was doing it, right as I was hitting the button. When did I get another... See, when did I get another gun downgrade? It's all falling apart. Look at this stupid gun. Look at that hook. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at he jumps out of the way. I can't hit him. I can't hit him with the whip. Like I straight up. Not like this. Thank you. Thank you, thing. We're just gonna quietly walk by him. Oh god, these tight corridors are gonna be a nightmare. What even is that gun? Yeah, it's a bowling ball. It's a bowling ball boomerang gun. It's a nightmare. Oh my god. Well, I mean, we only got about 5 minutes left, so I think that's the game. That's the game! Woo! Well, thanks everybody for hanging out all frickin' morning. I appreciate the fact that, you know, you drag yourselves out of bed at this wee hour for most of you to come do this. I dragged myself out of bed myself. I'm not gonna lie, Fester's Quest is greater than Cool World. Amen to that. Yeah, it's afternoon for you. But that can be a hard time to watch a live stream too, though, sometimes. I mean, you know, a lot of life happens in the afternoon. Yeah, I told people at the beginning of the stream, I didn't set my alarm this morning because I thought it would not be a big deal. I mean, I get up pretty early every day. And a storm blew through, like just a really isolated little storm, but it was, you know, thunder and lightning and heavy rain, heavy wind, and it woke me up, and I went, oh, look at what time it is, and it was like 8:45. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I have to go live stream in 15 minutes. So everybody thank the storm. Because I would have been very embarrassed to oversleep a live stream. That would have been the first time that ever happened. But yeah, thanks guys for hanging out, guys and girls. I would say guys. I say guys, but I know some people. It's not the most inclusive language nowadays. So I do try to just say everyone or gang or, you know, alley cats, that kind of thing. Not that it's not like a giant deal, but it's something that sorry, I started doodling. Man, we should do like a doodle stream. I feel like it would be horribly uninteresting, but man, I just fall into these like doodle black holes where I just doodle endlessly. All right, have a good day. Get some lunch. Everybody, thank you for hanging out. And I will catch all you dirty dogs and you alley cats on the flip side. Bye-bye.